This homemade garlic bread is super soft, light and airy, and this bread is topped with cheese, garlic, and some chopped herbs. We need only a few basic ingredients to make this bread, and this recipe is so easy that we don't need any special equipments to make this bread. And another good thing is that in this recipe we don't need to wait for that double proofing, and so we can save a lot of our time. And oven fresh homemade garlic bread is ready in less than 2 hours. So let's see how to make this bread in 5 simple steps. So as the first step, let's prepare our bread dough. Into a bowl, add in some lukewarm water which is not cold nor hot but just slightly warm. Then add in salt, sugar, yeast, and stir them so that all our ingredients get dissolved in water. And now I'm adding butter, which is soft and pliable, so that it's easy for us to blend them together. And now add in flour. We can use bread flour or all-purpose flour. Here I've used all-purpose flour. And let's combine them together to form a shaggy mass of dough. And now let's transfer this dough onto a clean work surface, and we need to knead the dough. This dough is not a very sticky dough, and so it's easy for us to knead the dough. And the texture of this dough may slightly differ if we use cup measurements instead of weighing the ingredients, and that's okay. While making a bread, we don't need to be very strict on the measurements. The point is that we should know the consistency of our final dough. So if you find the dough to be too tough even after kneading for 5 to 6 minutes, we can add more water. And if you find the dough to be very sticky even after 5 to 6 minutes of kneading, we can add more flour into that. Here you can see I've not added any extra flour or water, and after kneading for 10 to 12 minutes, our dough should be soft and supple. The more softer the dough, the more softer our bread will be. And now let's divide and shape the dough. So divide it into 6 equal parts. We can either eyeball it, or if you want to be more precise, each of them will be around 88 grams by weight. And now shape them into round balls. Just tuck in the edges towards the center, and then place the seam side down and roll it into small round balls. And don't forget to cover these dough balls with a damp cloth so that it will not get dry. And now take each dough ball and flatten it into a rectangular shape. And then roll it and pinch the edges and turn both sides. And gently press on top to slightly flatten the dough. And now place this onto a prepared baking tray. I've greased the tray with some butter and then aligned it with the parchment paper. And now we prepared all our 6 dough pieces. And now take a sharp knife and grease it with some oil or butter, and then give a deep slash through the center of the dough, leaving half an inch space on both ends. It's so much fun, easy and relaxing to shape these bread dough. And now they are all ready for proofing. So wrap it with a plastic film and let the dough sit and rise for 60 to 70 minutes. And in the meantime, let's prepare for the topping. We can add different added flavors to this bread. Here we are using some chopped parsley and finely chopped garlic, a pinch of salt, and some shredded mozzarella cheese. So combine them all together and keep it aside. And now after 60 minutes of proofing, our dough has risen well. And now let's give an egg wash to make the crust look golden brown and shiny. And let's sprinkle the top with some sesame seeds. And now top the center with the cheese mix. And now they are all ready to go into the oven. So bake at 350 Fahrenheit for 18 to 20 minutes. And after baking, our freshly baked cheesy garlic bread is now ready. So they are so beautiful with that golden brown colored crust and with that toasted sesame seeds on top. And the texture of this bread is so amazing. It's super soft, light and airy, and you can see the crumb is so fluffy. Squeeze in some tomato ketchup and you will love it. It's so good that if you plan to make this garlic bread, we can make them in less than 2 hours. And this bread is best to have when they are fresh and warm out of the oven. I hope you like this recipe and I hope you will make this at home, and I hope your whole family will love it. And if you like this video, please give your valuable thumbs up, and please don't forget to share this recipe with your friends and family who love making homemade bread. And thank you so much for your love and support, and thanks for watching this video. See you next time.